Yeah, I'm Schnee. I'm a travel blogger, mostly focusing on the outdoors and helping women have their most epic outdoor adventures. So, taking on a big hike, reconnecting with nature, really those transformative experiences in the outdoors. That, and I live in New York with my husband. We travel many different times over the years. I was the editor of Passion and Passport, the editorial section. I did that for a while, wrote for USA Today, um, a lot of different publications, Elite Daily, Huffington Post, Folders, a lot of different places. So when I was really young, I had a book contract. I got my first book contract at 17. And that was kind of a defining moment of saying it was a success. At the time and for many years, I didn't really feel like it was because the book didn't sell as much as I would like. My agent
Mhm.
dropped me after a while, but yeah, different attitude of success, I guess. But yeah, I think most people would look at that and say, you know what, that was a success for sure. So
Right. So anybody listening to this would be like, okay, what's the issue? You took the leap, you got on a call. Where were you when you were, reaching out?
yeah,
Honestly.
for sure. I felt blocked. I felt very much like if I had success, I wouldn't be able to have success again. I felt
Mhm.
as though that initial success was what success meant. I felt really stuck, just stuck and feeling like, okay, I don't know how to move forward. And that was really holding me back from feeling like, okay, I can take on this new project. I've got this. And it was pretty terrifying. I just felt kind of paralyzed of, oh, well, what if I mess up again? What if something bad happens again? So that's the mindset of where I was when we first started talking. I was up at night working until sometimes 1 or 2 in the morning, trying to saying if I just kept working hard, if I keep working hard, then maybe it'll be okay. But at the same time, I was also paralyzed. So I didn't know if the work I was doing was actually going to change anything or get to that point where I felt successful. So it was a really difficult time because I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust where I was going. And that was really hard to wake up every day and say, okay, I don't really trust where I'm going. I went to the doctor because I was losing feeling in my legs and they couldn't figure out what it was. They just said, you're just stressed out, basically. So yeah, it was kind of a bit of a wake up call, being like, you can't keep pushing forward like this because this is not healthy. This is not right. So hearing from you and talking to you just really kind of set me at ease in knowing I wasn't alone going through something like this,
Mhm.
that a lot of women feel this way and that it's something that I could work through as well. That I was right in my intuition feeling like this is holding you back. And once you get over that, then you can move forward and find a ton of success and find just even feel good about who you are. So that I think was stronger for me than feeling like, okay, I'm scared. But only after talking to you and only feeling like, okay, other people go through this too. Other women go through this too. Because I was just starting really a business, I wasn't making a ton of money at the time. So for me, it was an investment saying, okay, I know I need a coach. I know I need someone to help me out, but I also know it's going to cost some money. And it was a bit of a stretch at a time, even just saying, okay, this is what I'm going to invest. So that was anxiety inducing because I was already worried about the fact that I'm just starting out a business. And
Mhm.
so it really was kind of a little bit of a leap of faith to say, you know what? This is an investment in me, and this investment will help me grow. This investment will help me feel more prosperous and help me make money. So that was definitely a shift, a big jump for me to go into. And also making that commitment to yourself to show up and say, I know it's work. I know I need to sit down and I know I need to do some work on myself. So that was kind of something that made me a little nervous too, is saying, can I really commit to this? People are attracted to a lot of the big name coaches and stuff like that, but I really wanted that individual attention. And I think, of course, with that comes like, well, they're these big coaches, they've got like a proven success record, whatever.
Mm.
But I think working with you, I really needed to have you because I needed to have the talk every single week and know that it was like, all right, I'm meeting with Sarah. I'm getting her individual attention. She's going to meet me where I'm at because I'm important to her, as opposed to if you're signing up with some other big name coaches, you're not going to get that individual attention. And they've
Mhm.
got a billion other people that they're working with. So working with you was really wonderful in that way because I knew that, yeah, I was important to you and, you were going to meet me where I was at every week.
The process that you're speaking about, that you're brave enough to do and just trust the process.
It was hard sometimes because you are noticing things about yourself that you're like, oh, ouch, okay. But then there are other times where you're like, wow, this opens up so many new doors and opportunities. It makes me feel so much better. So
Mm,
it's fun work. It's hard work, but it's fun work. That shift has really helped me approach life in a more relaxed, enjoyable way. I really am enjoying the process so much more than I think saying, okay, I need to reach this goal that I had set for myself. It wasn't someone saying, hey, Alex, you need to reach this. It was me saying that. And I think, again, just being able to make decisions. I was in that paralyzed mode and I was so afraid to say, well, if I make this decision, it might be the wrong one, or I have doubts, and recognizing that that's part of the process, like you've said, is saying, okay, it's okay to acknowledge that and to say, I'm nervous about this or I have doubts about this. But then how am I going to move forward? And trusting that I know what to do. What I enjoyed about the process is they all built on one another. So
mhm.
there's no way you could have skipped to the workbook number 5 if you hadn't done workbook number 1, just because you wouldn't be in the mindset to say, okay, I can take this on. So that's what I thought was so great about the process. Really knowing that I had mastered that one concept before moving on to another, I think is what makes the process work so well. And now just the possibilities kind of seem endless, which is amazing. That's a great feeling as opposed to I have to do this before I can reach there. Or we've gotten to a point working together where, we can dream as much as we want and not feel ashamed or scared for those dreams. Feeling like, oh my gosh, I would love for this to happen, but I've got to do this and this and this first. And said, no, we're dreaming. It'll come. It'll come, which is amazing. It's so freeing. And it's a great feeling when you do. Since then, I really feel like the decisions I made are more in line with where I want my business to go, where I want to be, which has allowed me to double my income there. Now it's quadruple my income, which is amazing. Offers so much more freedom and I'm not nervous about it either, which is great. Different partners that I've worked with and opportunities that I've been open to receive so much more than I would have been if I was still in that paralyzed mode. Since then, our income has just continued to grow and at an amazing rate. I've hired a staff to support me, which that was never even something I would have thought to do. We're growing super fast, which is great. I partnered with some pretty major companies like Facebook. That's kind of a big one. And I just partnered with Pinterest actually for their creator
Oh,
program. And then I forgot to tell you this one, another one. I am going to be on a panel at the Travel and Adventure Show in Boston. And I'm sharing a stage with the one and only Samantha Brown, which if you know the travel, yeah, a lot of good stuff. And again, things I weren't expecting. That was just someone reaching out to me and saying, would you like to do this? The tangible results have been amazing. And it's been shifting my life in a much more, again, dream oriented, like sky's the limit kind of way. And I'm so grateful to you because you were amazing and there for me. And I'm grateful for the time that you and I've had together. If you have any doubts, you've got to trust yourself and you've got to understand that this is a sign. Go take that leap. Go do it. Go do it for yourself.